For a while, I faced a pretty tough period in my life, struggling every day in a job that left me unfulfilled. In this setting, I had to deal with various people telling me what to do and what not to do. On top of dealing with challenging colleagues and a tumultuous relationship, honestly, I felt pretty negative about all of it. Realizing I was losing control of my life, each day seemed like a never-ending hard battle, as if I was at my lowest point. On one of those days, aimlessly browsing YouTube, I stumbled upon a fascinating video titled "How Stoicism Can Transform Your Life," based on a book by contemporary philosopher Ryan Holiday. That's when I discovered Stoicism, something I'm extremely grateful for. Unplanned, I began incorporating its concepts into my daily life, studying more about the subject and reading various books. And that's when my life started to change. After devouring over a dozen books on the topic, I became so captivated by this philosophy that I decided to share it with others. The transformations were incredible. Anxiety and stress turned into calmness and inner peace. My choices became more lucid and aligned with my values and virtues. Most importantly, I began to find deeper meaning in each day. Now I want to share with you how Stoicism can be a turning point to transform your lives. Let's dive into the foundations of this philosophy and see how they can be applied in today's world. Moreover, we'll discuss how these principles can be a valuable guide to face the challenge of rebuilding a more meaningful life. Thus, if you are poised for this voyage of personal revelation and transformation via Stoicism, I extend an invitation to accompany me to the conclusion of this video. It is destined to rank among the most profound presentations on this channel. Let us embark with my initiation into Stoicism, a beacon in the darkness of my existence. Absorbing the teachings of Stoic luminaries such as Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Zenon, I was ushered into a realm of extraordinary sagacity. Stoicism, succinctly put, is a philosophical pursuit centered on cultivating virtue, self-mastery, and insight. Its core principle posits that although external events are beyond our sway, we wield influence over our responses and perspectives. This grants us a formidable instrument to navigate life's variegated challenges. A critical element of Stoicism is discerning between what lies within our sphere of influence, our thoughts, deeds, and choices, and what eludes our grasp, such as external occurrences and the viewpoints of others. Stoicism imparts the wisdom of investing our efforts in areas we can effect change instead of expending energy on the unchangeable. However, this philosophy transcends mere conceptualization. It endows us with tangible methodologies for daily existence, aiding in the management of stress, anxiety, melancholy, and decision-making processes. And in seeking authentic and enduring felicity, throughout this video, we shall delve into Stoicism's fundamental tenets and their practical implementation. We shall converse about the significance of tenets like virtue, fortitude, acceptance, and conducting ourselves in alignment with our core principles. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's demands, wondered how to find calm in chaos, or sought practical directions to improve your life, this video brings valuable teachings and perspectives for you. Stoicism could be the key to a new beginning in your life, opening doors to a richer, more meaningful existence. However, it's important to remember that this philosophy is here to guide and provide direction. Real action must come from you. No philosophy can transform you completely. You also need to engage in this transformation. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep up with the valuable tips I'll be sharing on this journey to becoming a true Stoic. Let's move forward together to discover how this ancient yet still so relevant philosophy can change our lives, as it profoundly changed mine. Now, imagine if you could restart your life, have the ability to press a reset button and start all over again. Would you do it? Restarting doesn't necessarily mean forgetting or disregarding your past. In reality, it's about absorbing the lessons from lived experiences, using this accumulated wisdom to shape a brighter, more promising future. Marcus Aurelius taught us that what stands in the way becomes the way. Everything you need is to take the next step. As he said, take the next step. No one can stop you. Starting anew is an art, a balance between learning from mistakes and moving forward with renewed hope. Our reactions to situations reflect our own perception. If we see the world as a hostile place, we act defensively. But if we approach it with kindness, our actions reflect love. Stoicism encourages us to question and adjust our perception of life, to see reality objectively and clearly without being blinded by uncontrolled emotions. As Seneca pointed out, we often suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Sometimes suffering is caused by something that hasn't happened yet, or exists only in our minds. What if we saw every obstacle as an opportunity for ourselves? True Stoic's view challenges not as fates of destiny, but as exercises to strengthen the spirit. This can open a new path, taking us even further than we were. They encourage us to see difficulties as chances for growth, reminding us that just as fire purifies gold, adversity perfects strong individuals, strengthening and improving us day by day. This is what makes me a follower of Stoicism. Everything we face in our lives can eventually shape our existence. This is what makes Stoicism so amazing and relevant. In Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, he wasn't sharing his words with the world, but his deepest reflections, daily reminders to live with authenticity and purpose. They show that the internal dialogue we maintain with ourselves is crucial in our lives. Therefore, we must be our own friends. I'm not saying we don't need companionship, but that we should value our own presence. Finding happiness in ourselves, regardless of others' dependency on others' happiness, can be the biggest trap. Stoicism reminds us of the transient nature of everything, happiness, pain, success, failure, and encourages us to live with detachment, valuing significant moments, but always ready to let them go. Epictetus reminds us that everything has a cost. Choose what to value and be ready to give up the rest. The Stoic journey, though not easy, is extraordinarily rewarding. It teaches us to value ourselves, find strength in difficulties, and live with purpose. Dealing with disrespect or other challenging situations silently can be tough, but it's essential for a fulfilling life. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in harmony, not just with the outer world, but also with our inner nature. Ask yourself, am I acting according to my true desires and principles, or am I just reacting to others' expectations? Remember, we are constantly evolving, and our thoughts shape our lives. Often we try to please others, seeking external validation, forgetting our true essence. Stoicism invites us to recognize our internal worth, independent of others' opinions. As Epictetus said, true freedom is not being subdued to the will of others. In other words, the key to being a new you is yourself. Accepting is not the same as resigning. It's understanding reality and acting wisely. Acceptance means recognizing what's beyond our control, but maintaining the ability to control our reaction to these events, in a way that they don't affect us. Today is the only time we truly have. The past is a memory, and the future is uncertainty. True power lies in the now. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past distracts us from the present unfolding before us. keeping us trapped in a vicious cycle. The Stoics didn't just talk about their philosophy, they lived it every day, constantly striving to improve, learn, and grow. What legacy do we want to leave? Stoicism teaches that it's our actions, not just our words, that define our legacy. Life is measured not by the number of breaths, but by the moments that take our breath away. In a world where people often seek to take advantage of us, remembering the power of silence, both external and internal, is crucial. In silence, we find clarity, purpose, and a deeper connection with ourselves. This space allows us to reflect, recharge, and focus on what's essential. Following Epictetus's advice, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. We realize that often the secret to moving forward is letting go of what holds us back, whether it's an old resentment or an outdated perception of ourselves. Through Stoicism, we find the freedom to pursue our true potential. The quality of our thoughts is crucial to the happiness we experience more than wealth, power, or status. Valuing virtue, the manifestation of good in our actions, means acting with integrity, authenticity, and kindness. We must reflect on which virtues we are cultivating on our journey, as Zeno of Citium reminds us. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it on trivialities. Life, filled with inevitable challenges, can't be ignored, but Stoicism teaches us that what's essential isn't what happens to us, but how we respond to it. Don't waste your time on trivialities. Always seek to evolve, for it is through this evolution that a new you can emerge. If you're enjoying this, don't miss out on the opportunity. Purchase the ebook now, Stoicism in the 21st Century. Ancient strategies for modern challenges, and unlock your prosperity, abundance, and improve your relationships. With this ebook, link in the pinned comment, every challenge is an opportunity for learning, growth, and strengthening. As Epictetus put it, in life, it's not about avoiding wounds, but not surrendering to them. When we were younger, the future seemed like an endless sea of possibilities. So why does it now feel like nothing works? Analyzing your actions, discerning what worked and what didn't, can be a watershed. However, as it happens in many journeys, a shadow fell upon mine. Alcohol, once an occasional refuge from the world's chaos, became a daily necessity. It darkened my days and made my nights bleaker. I found myself drinking daily, surrounded by superficial friendships based only on the presence of a drink, without which there was no friendship or relationship. Happiness became elusive, and the relationships I valued began to crumble. It was then, at the height of this spiral of self-destruction, that the video about Stoicism mentioned at the beginning of this text introduced me to this philosophy. It was at that moment I realized what Stoicism truly is. That video marked the beginning of a new phase, deciding to be a different person, adopting Stoicism as my philosophy of life. I hope this text is the starting point for your new beginning. So, comment, "I will be a new person," and today's date. Let's start a renewal here and now. Just as Seneca described how unchecked passions can imprison us, I reflected on my self-imposed prison and how alcohol addiction dominated my life. Inspired by the lessons of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and other Stoic philosophers, I began my journey towards sobriety. I learned about the import of self-control, resilience in the face of adversity, and understanding that while we can't control everything that happens to us and what people say, we can control our response to these events in a way that they don't affect us. Today, few years after this turning point, I have left behind the previous version of myself. Every day I'm grateful for encountering Stoicism at that critical moment. 4 months ago, I completed 2 years without a drop of alcohol because I decided to change, to be different. And you, how long will you wait to change? This philosophy taught me to value life, face challenges with strength, and find a true sense of freedom. Here are some suggestions to develop skills and incorporate transformative practices into your daily life. By applying them from today, or rather from this moment, you'll be on the path to complete renewal and a clear directed future. Number 1. Morning reflection time. Dedicate a few minutes each morning to meditate, reflect on your experiences from the previous day, and visualize how you want your current day to unfold, mentally preparing for challenges and maintaining calm in stressful situations. Number 2. Gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every day in a journal. This helps focus on the positive and appreciate life's small joys. Number 3. Principle of control. When facing challenges, remember the Stoic principle of distinguishing between what you can control and what you can't. Focus on making wise decisions and serenely accepting what is beyond your control. Number 4. Regular physical activity. Engage in regular physical exercise. Stoics valued a healthy body, be it through walking, running, yoga, or any activity you enjoy. Number 5. Nightly self-assessment. Before going to sleep, reflect on your day's actions. Assess if you acted according to your values and Stoic principles, identifying areas for improvement and planning. Number 6. Self-discipline. Cultivate self-discipline in eating, finances, and time management. Set realistic goals and work towards them consistently. Number 7. Detachment from others' opinions. Avoid overly worrying about what others think. Focus on acting according to your own principles and values. Number 8. Learning from inspirational examples. Explore books or biographies of figures who embody Stoic values, such as C.A. Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, learning from their experiences. Number 9. Skill development. Dedicate time to learn or improve skills. Personal growth is essential in Stoicism, increasing confidence to face challenges. Number 10. Awareness of life's impermanence. Remember the inevitability of death. Use it as motivation to value life and make mindful decisions. Number 11. Valuing authenticity in relationships. Seek genuine and mutually beneficial relationships based on virtue. Number 12. Accepting the uncontrollable. Recognize that there's no harm in what happens to you unless you choose so. Accepting the uncontrollable reduces distress. 13. Daily reading of philosophical texts. Commit to daily reading of philosophical texts or Stoic authors, reflecting on their teachings and applicability in your life. 14. Contemplation of mortality. Set aside moments to ponder your mortality, helping to contextualize daily concerns and value available time. 15. Cultivating positive self-respect. Face challenges with self-compassion and motivation instead of self-judgment for factors outside your control. 16. Altruism and community involvement. Look for ways to help others without expecting rewards, strengthening a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Remember, Stoicism requires constant practice and doesn't promise immediate changes. But over time, these practices can transform your life and mindset in the face of challenges. Remember, the obstacle is the way. Seek growth and learning in adversities. Maintain balance in desires and emotions, and cultivate emotional self-discipline. Practice empathy, control negative impulses, and establish healthy boundaries for your mental and emotional health. In summary, Stoicism presents a powerful path for personal transformation. We've discussed a series of daily practices inspired by this ancient philosophy that can help you cultivate self-discipline, resilience, and serenity in everyday life. It's important to jot down every relevant aspect of this text, as this will be crucial for your development. The practices range from morning meditation to empathy and serving others, providing the necessary tools to face challenges with calm and focus. However, the key is action. As Marcus Aurelius said, take the first step. It's not enough to just know these ideas, it's crucial to apply them daily. Start today. Choose one or more of these practices and observe how your perspective and well-being transform over time. If you found this text helpful and would like more guidance on personal development and practical philosophy, show your support. We want to hear how these practices are affecting your journey of transformation and what topics you'd like us to cover in future texts. Remember, the path to a richer and more meaningful life starts with small daily actions and consistently applying Stoic principles. Thanks for your ongoing support and presence. I hope this reflection has been beneficial, and if you're really committed to changing your life, there are some crucial actions to start your morning. Check out the video we've provided for you. Stay connected.